Gators out there, and as you look out the window, head up to the press box, and it's like, okay, we're back. We got a lot of fans starting slowly filing in. It's opening day, so
it's Thursday afternoon.
It's Thursday afternoon. You got to get your tailgating in, so it's a slow crowd filing in here. But yeah, it's a normal opening day, home opener again. This is the Brewers' third opening day. They've already had 2 on the road, so it's nice to finally be home again.
Back home, but inside, the roof is closed today, given the fact that there's, like hurricane force winds outside. Small, minor detail. But the Brewers come into this game already at 500. We talked to the owner before the game, and he said it's at least good to be 500 after a rough start. Is there any cause for concern just yet? Was it a rough start? Based on what they've done so far, what do you expect coming into today?
Definitely a few concerning trends, but they're just that. Just at 6 games, it's only a trend. A lot of ball game left. We got, 156 of these puppies left to go.
You did that math quicker than I did.
162 minus 6, that's about as much as I can do there. But a couple concerning trends if they continue on, I'd say. Nothing to write home about, okay, this is something that they need to fix immediately right away. I mean, we got a sample size of, 3-4 seasons of a lot of these guys figuring it out over the course of the year. So just give it some time. Just give it some time.
Are there any of those concerning trends, so to speak, that could be addressed in 1 or 2 games, maybe starting with this series?
One of them's today. I think Brandon Woodruff really struggled not only throughout the spring, but also in his first outing last Saturday in Chicago. Gave up 7 runs, didn't make it out of the 4th inning. Not used to seeing that out of Brandon Woodruff. He was 5th in Cy Young voting last year. Expected to be the co-ace of the team along with Corbin Burns, who sort of figured things out a little better last night, going 7 shutout innings, and Freddie Peralta, who is a little iffy in his first start as well. So those guys as a whole are the co-aces, and Woodruff said he just really struggled with his fastball command in his first outing. Couldn't locate those sinkers, couldn't locate that 4-seam. So getting the home opener start here, didn't get the opening day start, which went to Burns, but kind of gets a nice nod, a nice honor for how good of a year he had, getting a start in front of all these fans today. And probably looking to figure things out a little bit after how that last one went at Wrigley.
As you said, Woodruff is on the mound today. When you look at this Cardinals lineup, how deep do you expect them to allow Woodruff to go?
I think the reins are off all the starters now. I mean, they kind of worked their way up well during spring training. There was a lot of questions and concerns with, only getting 2 or 3 starts during the spring training. Are they going to have guys be able to go more than 5 innings to begin the year? And manager Craig Counsell said that we're taking the bubble wrap off all these guys now. Corbin Burns threw almost 100 pitches yesterday in his outing. I think Woodruff was around 70 to 80 in his first outing. It should be, as long as he's pitching well, you could see him get up to that 190 or so pitch mark, 90 to 100, not 190. That's not going to happen.
That would be impressive, but for the wrong reason.
Dave Roberts would have a conniption after taking out Clayton Kershaw at 80 pitches.
I'm glad you said it, because I didn't want to bring it up and open up old wounds, but when you said 70 pitches, I was like, hey, you can pitch an almost perfect game in that amount of time.
Yeah, it apparently wasn't a concern with Corbin Burns, who threw almost 100 pitches yesterday, so.
As you said, we do still have 156 games in front of us here, but this is the home opener, so let's get a little existential for a minute here. We've got a whole home season in front of us. Where do you expect this team to go? If I'm asking you to make a lot of predictions right now, looking into the future. Where do you expect this team to go? What are your expectations for this year, and how can they start that today?
Yeah, I mean, nothing's really changed since the beginning of the year in terms of expectations. I think the 2 teams we'll have out here today, Brewers and Cardinals, should be the 2 that are duking it out for the division title. Craig Counsell said just about as much, without going as far as the 2 that'll duke it out for the division title before the game. But the Cardinals and the Brewers are going to be the 2 teams that on paper look the best, and the Cardinals have started off the year well. Very good offense, very good defense, some very familiar faces. It's kind of the same team year after year with them, it feels. We've got Albert Pujols back in Cardinal Red, which, what year is it? It is like...
Albert Pujols is in Cardinal Red. J-Lo and Ben are engaged. Britney Spears is pregnant. We're just living in the past here. This is my heyday.
Yeah, it says 2022, right, on the schedule? This is like 2006.
We looked it up earlier. He is 21 home runs away from hitting 700. So, purely as a baseball fan, it would be cool to see him maybe get one closer to that.
Yeah, it'll be tough for him to get to that number this year with maybe not playing every day, but the advent of the DH, and I mean, he's always hit. really well right here. So I don't think we'll get 21 today, but
If he gets 21 home runs and Corbin Burns gets to 190 pitches, that's going to be quite a day. Okay, let the record show it's 3:28 when we lost complete control of this live shot. As he said, Cardinals Brewers today. First pitch at 4:14. 4:14, yes.
414 day. Happy 414
Oh,
day, everybody. To you as well.
Did they do that on purpose?
They did, yeah. They
Clever. I do have to tell you, I was told that if they don't win today, they cannot serve beer in this park the rest of the season because they would have lost the opener.
It's tough but fair. Sorry, no beer.
I let somebody talk me into that joke, and now I'm regretting every bit of it. It was funny when they first said
Welcome to Milwaukee.
Exactly. As we said, first pitch at 4:14, Brewers and Cardinals. We will have full coverage for you, live blog as well, going during the game on JS Online, and then full post-game coverage as well on JS Online. For Kurt, I'm Cassidy. Thanks so much for joining us.